If you're seriously trying to lose belly fat, then you already know that diet is one of the most important pieces of the puzzle. With a proper diet plan where you're eating the right foods in the right amounts, you'll strip off layer after layer of body fat and you're going to be saying goodbye to that belly fat forever. However, if you're eating the wrong things, you'll only be setting yourself back further and further, and with an improper diet plan, you'll have to get used to loosening your belt notch after notch because your belly fat will be there to stay. So to ensure that you aren't making any mistakes with the food that you're selecting, I want to go over the 20 best foods that you should be eating regularly to lose that belly fat for good. The first food I want to start with is the avocado. Unlike other fruits that are loaded with carbs, avocados are full of healthy monounsaturated fats, specifically oleic acid. They're also full of fiber, which is going to help you feel full for longer. Another great thing about avocados that was discovered during a study from the Ohio State University at Columbus is that avocados help you absorb more cartenoids from fruits and vegetables, up to 15 times more to be exact. So not only will avocados help you burn fat, but you'll also be strengthening your immune system and absorbing more cancer-fighting carotenoids than ever. Next, we have eggs. Eggs are great to incorporate into your diet plan because they're high in protein, high in healthy fats, and they can help you feel full for a very low amount of total calories. Eggs are also one of the most bioavailable sources of protein out there, meaning that your body can very efficiently digest, absorb, and assimilate the protein found in eggs. Having a solid protein source like eggs in your diet will help prevent muscle loss while you eat less calories to create enough of a deficit to burn fat. Let's move on to one of the best fruits you can eat while trying to lose belly fat: berries. Compared to most other fruits, berries are very low in carbohydrates while being full of vitamins and antioxidants. These antioxidants can help improve blood flow, delivering more oxygen to your muscles and your cells in general. Ultimately, this can help improve your workouts while assisting with the fat loss process. The best low-carb berries to eat are blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries. Blueberries are going to be a bit higher in carbs, so to keep calories low, stick with the other three. The next food isn't really a food, but instead it's a drink that has been proven very effective at helping you fight that belly fat: apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar has been shown to help people lose weight and waist circumference. These aren't the typical animal studies that you constantly see that don't necessarily guarantee the same results for human beings. Instead, these are human studies. One of these studies was 12 weeks long, and it demonstrated that obese individuals could lose anywhere from 2.6 to 3.7 pounds just by consuming 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar per day. It has also been shown to improve blood sugar spikes after meals, and it could help increase fullness after a meal. In fact, one study showed that taking apple cider vinegar with a high carb meal could result in people eating 200 to 275 less calories for the day. Keep in mind, you want to make sure that you dilute only 1 to 2 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar in water. Don't drink it straight up. Next, I have another high protein food for you, and that's tuna. Tuna is a very lean fish that's pretty much entirely made up of protein. This makes tuna a great option to increase protein intake without increasing calorie intake too much. The important thing is, if you're buying canned tuna, you want to make sure that you get the tuna in water, not oil. If you get the oil, then all the extra calories that you save from the low-fat fish will be canceled out. Fish in general is a great option for when you're trying to burn fat. Even a higher fat fish like salmon, which is our next food that I want to go over. Salmon is loaded with high-quality protein, healthy omega-3 fatty acids that'll help lower inflammation, as well as many important nutrients. It's also very filling and contains iodine, which is an important nutrient for proper thyroid function to ensure that your metabolism is running optimally. Next, we have green tea, which is, once again, it's a drink that can help speed up your fat loss. Now, don't get me wrong, sitting around drinking tea all day isn't going to get you to lose your belly fat alone. However, green tea has a compound in it known as ECGC that has been shown in studies to help increase fat loss. 3 cups of green tea per day or a supplement with ECGC can help enhance your fat loss when combined with a proper diet and exercise program. To have a proper diet plan, one of the #1 foods that you should be eating that I should have actually started off with are leafy green vegetables. These include kale, spinach, collard greens, arugula, Swiss chards, and a couple more. Green vegetables in general are a great way to decrease hunger and increase fullness. They're also not very calorically dense. Your stomach will be full from the volume as well as the fiber found inside leafy green vegetables for a very small caloric cost. On top of that, they're loaded with beta carotene as well as plenty of vitamins and minerals. Moving on, we have a bodybuilding staple food, chicken breast. Chicken breast, like tuna, is a very lean source of protein that leaves you feeling full for a small amount of calories. Consuming more protein throughout the day, like chicken breast, tuna, eggs, and salmon, has been shown in studies to reduce cravings by 60%. Reducing your cravings is a great way to prevent late night binge eating, and that's a huge portion of the battle for a smaller waistline. Now that you have a couple good protein options, let's talk about some great carb sources. Starting first with sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have a relatively low calorie content and they're slow digesting, so they're gonna keep you full for longer. Another reason why sweet potatoes are great at keeping you full is because they have a high amount of dietary fiber, which takes up a lot of room in your stomach and prevents overeating. Oatmeal is another slow digesting carbohydrate full of fiber that'll leave your stomach feeling full. It also can help improve digestion, which may be very useful if you're eating a high protein diet. Even though oats are great, you have to be careful because not all oats are created equal. Flavored instant oats are full of added sugar, and obviously that's not going to help you lose very much fat at all. Try instead to get plain oatmeal and flavor it yourself with something like cinnamon. Another great carb source for losing belly fat is beans. Beans are one of the highest protein plant-based foods available, so many people assume that it falls under the category of a protein source. However, even the highest protein beans, like black beans, will still contain a lot more carbs than protein, so they're still primarily considered a carb source. Regardless, they're a great carb source because they're filled with fiber and protein. There are now a lot of bean-based products available that you can incorporate into your diet plan as well. Things like black bean pasta, bean potato chips, as well as black bean burgers are all worth looking into to make your diet more enjoyable and versatile. One last carb that I want to mention is my favorite carb to eat to help build muscle as well as to help burn fat. Just like the sweet potatoes and the oats, brown rice is slow digesting and full of fiber. And it's also full of something known as resistant starch, which can help boost the metabolism and burn fat. A half cup serving of brown rice contains 1.7 grams of resistant starch. Moving away from foods high in carbs, the chili pepper is another great food to incorporate into your diet. Not only can eating chili peppers temporarily increase your metabolism, it also has great benefits for your appetite. One study showed that eating just 1 gram of red chili peppers reduced appetite and increased fat burning in people who didn't eat chili peppers regularly. Let's move on to grapefruit. It's no secret that grapefruit is recommended in many different fat loss diet plans. But does it really help people lose more weight, or is it just another fad dieting strategy? Well, it turns out there was a 12-week-long study done on 90 obese people in which they would eat half a grapefruit before their meals. This actually did lead to a weight loss of 3.5 pounds and also improved insulin sensitivity. With less insulin resistance, it becomes easier to burn fat faster. Another great food to reduce belly fat is soup. By having soup before your meals, it'll help reduce the total amount you eat for the day. Of course, it's very important that you're just not eating any random soup. Some soups are very high in calories and carbs, and when you start adding things like croutons to your soup, you're no longer looking at a meal that's going to help you lose belly fat. Stick to low-calorie options like vegetable, chicken, or mushroom clear soup. Next, we have another food that isn't really food per se, but can serve as a meal replacement, and that's protein powder. Even though you should always try to have real food over supplementation, protein powder can really help you out when you're in a pinch and you have no time to actually prep a meal. It's also a great option to have after a workout when you need a fast digesting source of protein that can get into your bloodstream and your muscles to start the repairing process. Another thing you could do with protein powder is make a protein shake directly before going out to eat with friends or family at a restaurant. This will significantly reduce your hunger and the total amount that you wind up eating at the restaurant. A great way to further reduce your hunger is to enjoy the appetite suppressing effects of coffee. Coffee isn't exactly a food, but it's virtually an empty calorie beverage that reduces your desire to eat food. Black coffee is best, but even if you add a little bit of cream or unsweetened almond milk, you'll still experience the benefits without any downside. Coffee is used as a staple by people that are trying to do intermittent fasting because it's so great at suppressing appetite. Most people don't know that coffee also contains many antioxidants. One of these antioxidants is chlorogenic acid, or CGA, and it can actually increase your body's use of fat for energy. Research has also shown that CGA can slow the release of glucose and lower insulin resistance to prevent weight gain after eating a meal. Moving on, we only have 2 left, and asparagus is next on our list. Asparagus is not only a great green vegetable that helps fill your stomach up and satisfy hunger, but asparagus has been shown to reduce bloating, especially around the midsection. Also, one of the lowest carb vegetables available, with only roughly half a gram of carbs per spear. The last food that you can incorporate more as a snack while trying to lose belly fat is peanut butter. Peanut butter is very filling and also has a good amount of protein. However, regular peanut butter is still pretty packed full of calories and fat. Getting a dehydrated peanut butter like PB2 can help you cut the calories in half while still getting plenty of protein and maintaining that same familiar peanut butter taste. I actually like the taste of PB2 better than regular peanut butter. That's it, guys. I really hope this video has helped you out with understanding some of the food options that you can incorporate into your diet to lose belly fat. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I release more free fat loss tips and tricks just like the ones that you found in this video. Also, it's important for me to mention that just eating any of these foods won't necessarily result in losing belly fat unless the rest of your diet is on point. To lose belly fat, you have to make sure that you're on a diet that incorporates these foods while giving you the right amount of calories and lowering insulin levels. If you're serious about making a transformation and you want to take the next step and try a done-for-you approach that requires literally no trial and error on your part, try my 6-week challenge, which on average has my clients losing either 20 pounds or 5% of their body fat in only 6 weeks. You get a customized diet plan, a 42-day workout plan, a recipe book, a full video exercise library, and much, much more, including an accountability coach that'll be assigned to check in with you every week to help answer questions and guide you through the entire process. As long as you don't cheat and you don't quit for the 6 weeks, not only will you lose 20 pounds or 5% of your body fat, but you'll also get the entire challenge for free. To find out more, you can click the link for the 6-week challenge in the description, or you can visit my website directly at gravitytransformation.com. I'll see you guys soon. Pump it.